Hello everybody, Josh here from JMC Locomotion Hub, and today we're going to be covering something a little different, this being a now lost railway line. The railway in question is the Skye Marble Railway, and I've recently done a lot of research and walked the line, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth look on this line at both the history and the route that it covers. The video could not have been made without many sources of information and some other photos used within the video. Many thanks everyone, and I hope you enjoy. Firstly, just before I start the actual video, I'd like to just note that this video combines facts from all over the internet, be it YouTube videos, websites and information from locals, so I hope that you enjoy. And if it's just history you like, please skip forward and the time marker will be in the comments. Many thanks. Firstly, let's look at the route that this now lost line took. In my video, we're working back from Broadford Pier, which as you can see still has lengths of rail embedded. In fact, pre-1980 you could see all of the line in the pier, yet that is long since covered. This is where the marble was unloaded from the wagons. From here, the railway continued on its route through Broadford, with remnants left such as a bridge abutments. However, the current bridge is not the original. Now let's enter the wilderness and start our walk from Broadford. I made sure to snap many pictures. On the walk you can clearly see that this was a ballasted line. This provides a lovely walking surface. The railway line was quite long, being 3.5 to 4 miles long. This resulted in over 9,000 sleepers and 500 tonnes of rail to sell upon closure. The walk was an easy walk, however quite hilly and long. The ballast created a perfect path and the views were amazing. You'll see any minute that we walked the side into Kilcross Works. This is where the marble was cut and polished. It was a large workshop opened in 1907 with the discovery of marble there. Beside it you can see the loading and unloading bay, that I believe to have been half in the workshop. This has got little grooves along the side which makes me believe that only one side was used for unloading wagons, the other for storage. As you can see, the workshop is now used for farm storage. Back on the railway line now, you can see the quarried slate in the background and the siding in front. This is down to the lower quarry. As you can see, there is great impact left from years of mining. You can now see the remnants of a crusher. This was used for reducing large rocks to gravel, sand or rock dust. These are often used in mining operations up at the higher quarry, also known as Swordale. The crusher was larger, hinting that more rocks came from the top. Up the top of the hill we can see remnants of the old wagon turntable, which was quite little. The other buildings around look to be possibly a storage shed and a hut within the quarry, which was quite deep in fact. And finally we can see the larger crusher. Now then, let's discuss arguably the most important part of this video, the history of this once amazing railway. From many websites and videos I've created a timeline of the history of the Skye Marble Railway, so let's get into it. The railway first opened in 1904 as a horse-drawn ropeway. It connected the Kilcross quarries to Broadford Pier. I don't believe it was marble at this point, rather slate since there's heaps of it up by the quarries. And also documents say that marble wasn't discovered there until 1907, 3 years after this. Once the marble was discovered, the Kilcross Works was built, yet not yet connected. I also believe it had a loco at this point, since it had an engine driver employed. This loco I believe to be called Dilworth. This was owned by Walter Herring ICE, who was a director of Skye Marble Co. and builder of the Skye Marble Railway. He's recorded owning this loco from 1907 to 1911 when he sold it to the company. This is where it became on company record. Marble was being shipped to British manufacturing plants and business was going well. They used wooden-framed wagons with no suspension or brakes I could see. Now I find this interesting, being on quite a steep line. Between 1907 and 1910 I believe the company to have changed hands. In 1910 the company sent plans to the Skye District Council requesting a proper railway line through the pier. Permission was granted, but the company had full responsibility over level crossing. By August 1910 the line was progressing well, and the Kilcast Works had a branch line. After completion of the line it had cost them £30,000. The railway in 1910 bought a loco from Ireland, and as I've stated this may have already been there. The loco was called Skylark and was an 040 Quarry Hunter locomotive. The loco was named in 1913 but was originally called Dilworth. Now, between 1910 and 1913 there was an incident that caused a death. This was a worker called Lachlan MacLeod, who was native to Vassy. He was killed trying to escape a runaway wagon due to a head injury. I believe this to have been due to lack of brakes on the inclines. In 1913, the railway went into voluntary liquidation and sold all of the railway items. This included a loco, 500 tons of ale and 9,000 sleepers. But why did it close? Now there could be numerous reasons for this. Lack of funds. One source stated that the rising cost caused the railway to close. It could have been the death of Lachlan. However, we spoke to a local who knew someone alive at the time of the railway, and they said that they remembered prisoners of war were used on the railway for labour between 1910 and 13. This would not have been from World War I. However, there were several other wars at the same time as the railway. The local we spoke to said that were Belgium, so this opens up a few more reasons, such as closure due to shame, lack of work once the prisoners of war were freed or moved on, or it could be lack of minerals to mine. However, the company burned all company records and knocked most of the buildings down, so we'll never know. However, if any of you have any theories, please let me know. And anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Many thanks for watching. Bye!